Call the roll, please.
Present.
Here. As we do not have a quorum for tonight's meeting, we cannot conduct any official business. I will say this with respect to the agenda. Originally on the agenda was, Carrie, correct me if I'm wrong, proposal for variances needed at the Ebenezer on, what's that street?
It's
Park Lawn.
It's Park Lawn. And
Those applicants were not ready to proceed with their variance requests. They found out once they built the building they had several items they still had to accomplish. The public was originally notified of this meeting. Since that time, the interested residents have been notified that the matter will be continued to the next regularly scheduled meeting of the Planning Commission. I would note for the record that the applicant is the one that requested the extension. We do operate under certain time limits required by state statute, and unless they are prepared to move ahead, we would not allow them to obtain approval by default. In other words, the Planning Commission would take such action as necessary if they weren't ready to proceed. I will assume that they will be ready to proceed, and we will not run into that issue. The public will be notified of the rescheduling. We will have such public comment as is appropriate for that type of hearing. The second item on the agenda, the last meeting we discussed the need to adjust the attendance requirement for the Planning Commission inasmuch as we agreed to double the number of meetings that we would be attending. Carrie and I today prepared an action, a formal action. Aha. We are saved. We can take this action. We have our fifth member arriving. You're right on time. Please make a note in the record, Jackie, that our fifth commissioner arrived this evening, Commissioner Carpenter. So we do have a quorum, and we can take business. I will take a motion to continue the Ebenezer matter until the next meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
That meeting is continued. The next item of business, Planning Commission attendance policy. Based on a previous direction from the Planning Commission, the City Council requested that we take formal action concerning our request for an adjustment to the attendance requirement for Planning Commission members. The Planning Commission has agreed to double its allotment of meetings during the month. The present attendance policy for commissions requires that members attend at least 75% of the meetings, and that any member who misses 3 meetings in a row of any commission will be considered to have resigned that commission. In light of the fact that we have a number of additional meetings on our schedule, we're recommending a change to that. The change is embodied in the document that you have before you. First, a resolution concerning policy that during the summer months, since we just changed this and because there are conflicts which have been established due to pre-existing commitments for members of the commission, the policy would be that during the summer months, that is until September 1, the City Council excuse the attendance requirement for the members of the Planning Commission. The second item is an amendment to the City Code concerning attendance requirements, and if you see in Section 1500.09, Section B, removal, the original language was any member of the board or commission established by the council who fails to attend 3 consecutive regular meetings or who fails to attend at least 75% of the scheduled meetings in any calendar year, whether regular or joint work sessions with the council, shall be deemed to have resigned as a member of the board or commission. The recommendation that we are making to the City Council is that that section be revised to read, any member of a board or commission established by the council who fails to attend 3 consecutive regular meetings, or in the case of members of the Planning Commission, 4 consecutive regular meetings, or who fails to attend at least 75% of the scheduled meetings in any calendar year, whether regular or joint, and so on and so forth, shall be deemed to have resigned as a member of the board or commission. I believe that is consistent with what the commission discussed at its last meeting, and therefore I would recommend that we pass that on to the city council for their approval. Is there a discussion or a motion concerning that recommendation? Commissioner Staunton?
I would move that we make that recommendation to the City Council.
Is there a second? Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Very good, thank you. That was changed. There is no public here tonight, so there's no public comment. There are no other matters to come before the meeting. I would recognize Commissioner Carpenter for his work on assisting with the drafting of the variance ordinance. We appreciate your efforts with respect to that.
My pleasure.
Mr. Platter, anything you'd like to say about the energy, renewable energy?
No updates since last week.
Okay. Commissioner Staunton, anything to say about the small area study?
The Grandview District Small Area Planning process continues. We have a meeting of the steering committee tomorrow evening, June 16, 7 p.m. at the Senior Center. There's the next steering committee meeting, I believe, is July 21st. We are in the process of reaching out to the community for ideas, gathering data, and coordinating a process to retain some consulting experts to help us construct a draft development framework for a small area plan.
Good. Any questions of the commission, of Commissioner Staunton? Is there any other business to come before the meeting tonight? Very good. I thank you all for your attendance and your participation at this lengthy meeting. With that, Commissioner Platter, we would accept a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.